All in favor of dragging this around? Say aye. Didn't hear any nays. Up on these, so much room. Steering this makes him work. Gosh, I love this tractor. Let's make them work a little bit. That's all it takes to put that D3400 under a load, just a little bit of pressure on the brake. This old bugger does not steer easy though. brakes, all it takes. We're getting the back end of this one shined up pretty good though. Trying to get the temp up a little more. This thing's starting to steer a little bit better. I don't have to jab the brake so much to get it to go around, but we're going to be drag and brake pretty consistent. Let's make them work. Getting some heat in her now. I can see that wet stacking burning off the manifold from here. Alright, let's get her straightened out behind him. Exercise the right brake for a while. Listen to that governor kick in. Love it. Nasty loops in the finals on this thing. Look at how the brake pedals jump. See how that pedal's jumping? Until I release the steering clutch, it evens out. Re-engage. Look at it bounce again. That's not me doing that. That's how much slop there is in a steering clutch. trying to park us on the skids right now. Good enough, we're off the ground. So after blocking off most of the radiator, we did get it around 200 degrees coolant temp, so I'm thinking a hotter thermostat's definitely in order. Oh man, I want to have this tractor running so bad. You don't even know how bad I want to start on this right now. Can't do it, too many irons in the fire, but the things I could do with this. Best thing in the world to get this out and just pull it around. It redistributes all that oil in the finals, in the transmission. I greased the entire undercarriage before we took off. You can see we got fresh grease purging out there. That's excellent. Just re-lubes all this stuff. I don't know how much you heard me talking when we were driving, but I pointed out how when we're moving and I put tension on this brake pedal, just enough to tighten the band around the drum, you can see it surges in and out. Steady. Unless I release the steering clutch, then it pretty much, you know, just stops, and then I re-engage the steering clutch and we're back to surging again. That's all kinds of play either in your bevel shaft that the steering clutches are on back here, or in the drive pinion bearings in the tops of the final drives. So you got to, my arm is the shaft, my hand is like the steering clutch. We should be perfect straight axis going around and around, but we've got bearings that are loose, so gravity lets it drop. So in theory, you know, we're on a straight axis with everything perfectly centered until I release the steering clutch. All that spring tension comes off those discs and it allows the loose part to drop. So now the loose part has dropped, but it's rolling. It's just staying at the bottom of the slack until I re-engage that steering clutch and those springs grab everything and hold it tight again. Now we have a wobble in it, okay? And that's where the pulsing of that brake pedal comes from, because that brake drum is just wobbling around. It's not running nice and true. So we have the wobble in it until I release that steering clutch, and all of those springs just let go of everything, and boom, it drops back down, and we're just spinning basically with gravity holding us down until I re-engage it again, and then it picks up and we're wobbling off center again, if that makes any sense. But we got a lot of work to do in the back end of this poor old girl. But the D2 today did really, really well. We actually tried a couple different things. Well, one of them was put an RD-6 behind it and me dragging the brakes, just making this thing scratch and claw for every bit of ground that it covered. The other thing we did, you saw me on the field with the cardboard, we ended up also placing this other piece in conjunction with it so that we had 100% of the radiator core covered. I did take this out after a bit because with the radiator completely blocked off, we managed to get it up to 205 degrees coolant temp, and I didn't want it to go any higher. But once we hit 200 and just above it, it's amazing the difference in the sound that the engine made, and the exhaust completely cleaned up. You can even look down inside of the manifold. There is none of that black, grimy, oily stuff. That's all just clean black carbon, just a slight layer in there. So definitely a hotter thermostat is in order. I'm gonna get one. I think I have like a 170 degree range in it now. I'm gonna pop up full 190 and then we'll see what kind of a temp we can get out of it. So that's gonna mean we have to open the cooling system back up. That's fine, because I also need to finish my coolant temp gauge mod. I should have had this stuff out and ready. But thanks to Joe in the comment section, appreciate it, buddy. He was able to get 3 custom gauge faces made for me. A couple of them have a different play on like off-white shades, so that I can just decide which one I want to finish weathering in and then make work in conjunction with that hybrid gauge that we've got going on. So that means we'll soon be getting this this chrome bezel face one taken right off of there. But I think we're finally on the right track with 1113. Getting that engine temp up, I think, and also with those higher loads, that's going to be critical to finally getting this thing really run in and broken in. Still has an occasional pop to it, and I'm still suspecting that injector that was on number 1 cylinder. I don't have any wet stacking coming from any of the manifold ports today, so it's not like it followed it when I swapped it to number 4. I still think I'm going to substitute out another one of, well, the better injectors that I have here, just pop in that hole and just see if it gets any better. But we definitely have a direction in which we can proceed, and I'm feeling a little bit better about it now. than I was before this last vlogging that we did. So thanks for watching, everybody. It was fun today. I hope it was entertaining for y'all, and I hope to see you back again.